Do you know that the adage, "absence makes the heart grow fonder," is true? Well, it's not just a game. In today's video, we're going over 15 psychological ideas on how to make a lady miss you, not by being cruel, but by understanding when and how to back off. It's a fine balance, and many people misinterpret it to mean being distant or cold, which is ineffective. She will soon be eager to see you again and ready for some insights, so I'm here to clarify the myths and provide you advice on how to do it properly while making sure it comes from an honest place. Let's start with number 1. Avoid constantly being on their radar. If you're constantly texting or calling them, it gives the impression that you don't have any personal objectives or a sense of purpose. By denying them space, you deprive them of the chance to miss you. Just as eating the same thing every day gets boring, so does being available all the time. Human nature yearns for things that are difficult to have. We are drawn to things that are seen as having high value, so by not being available all the time, you pique their interest and make them wonder why you are bombarding them with calls and texts, which comes across as desperate. It is not at all appealing. Make sure your life is balanced, and keep in mind that people are inherently drawn to things that appear just out of reach. Reduce the constant contact so they can think back on your activities and remember the good times and funny conversations you had. This isn't about ignoring them or playing mind games. It's about showing them that you have a life outside of them. Give them room to breathe, and soon they'll be thinking of you all the time. This is when they start to miss you, so let them occasionally reach out to you. It's not just about being difficult to get, it's about being worth the wait. Number 2. Make sure your life is balanced, since women are drawn to guys who radiate contentment and happiness in their own lives. Do this by concentrating on your own development and appreciating life's experiences. Because you can naturally pique her curiosity, make sure it's clear that you're loving and embracing your music while purposefully ignoring her. Respect your time. Life. Number 3. Your time is valuable, therefore don't stop doing anything the moment she contacts you. It's okay to accept her messages. Wait a little while before responding. This shows that you have a fulfilling life with obligations and that you are not needy. Beyond, strategically fan the embers of jealousy. Although jealousy is typically seen negatively, it can be a powerful tool when utilized quietly to make someone miss you. This doesn't imply purposefully hurting or controlling someone. Rather, it means softly igniting feelings of need and want. Her number 4 ignites the flames of jealousy skillfully. One useful strategy is to emphasize your social life and connections with other people. When they witness you having fun and interacting with a variety of people, it might make them jealous and make them realize what they might be missing. The 5th tip is to always tread carefully and make sure your actions are guided by respect and empathy. By generating a healthy dose of jealousy, you make them crave your presence and attention. By sharing stories or pictures from social gatherings or outings with friends in a natural and authentic manner. Let them see that you're living an exciting and vibrant life, and that their absence is felt amid it all. When someone sends you a simple hello or an emoji, don't fall for the attention bait. If you respond right away each time, it suggests that you're merely waiting for their attention, which makes you appear less valuable in their eyes, because the human brain doesn't value things that are too simple. They will put forth more effort to get your attention if you don't offer it to them right away. The next time they send you one of those casual texts, fight the impulse to respond immediately away and take your time instead of continuously answering quickly, because it diminishes your perceived value. This proves that you are not just waiting for their messages and that you have your own goals and purposes in life. This is about demonstrating that you have a life, not about being a jerk. In addition to waiting for their texts, you may make your attention seem more important by not responding to every message. This encourages them to work more to capture your interest, which leads to number 6. Give it greater value. Show off your high worth. Show off your high worth. Having a high value. Man is more than monetary prosperity. When you remove yourself from her, it's not about undermining her value, but rather emphasizing your own, which quietly piques her curiosity and makes her intrigued about your world. It's about demonstrating self-worth, purpose, and respect for others. High value is shown by your inner attributes rather than by having a large wallet or an opulent lifestyle. Your values, ambitions, attitudes, and self-respect are about showcasing your unique qualities via compassion, generosity, and a strong moral compass. In this case, ignoring her isn't meant to minimize her. Rather, it's about highlighting your own immense worth. Your appeal is increased by your subtle communication that you're choosy and resistant to pressure. Because of the captivating dynamic this produces, she might find herself wanting to be a part of your extraordinary life. Number 7. When you're in a relationship or attempting to make someone miss you, it's important to show that you are a fully realized person even without them. Present your whole self. Your life ought to be fulfilling and rich in its own right, by displaying your interests, pastimes, and objectives. When people see that you are happy and successful in your own world, they are more likely to find you more appealing and captivating and to wish they could be a part of it. This is about keeping a good balance between your personal life and your interactions with them, with an emphasis on your happiness and personal development, not about ignoring them or acting uninterested. Invest in your work or education, follow your interests, and spend time with friends and family. Prove to them that you are not reliant on them for your contentment or pleasure. When they witness you leading a full and satisfying life, they will begin to long to be a part of it, and I even more long for your presence. Keeping a little mystery is number 8. Maintain a little mystery. Although mystery might be quite enticing, don't give away every detail of your life at once. It's human nature to be curious, so when someone can't fully understand you, it makes them wonder more about you and want to know more. This isn't about lying or playing mind games. It's about pacing how much you share and keeping her interested if you're an open book. Save some stories for later. The allure fades away because there is nothing left to discover, but when you reveal yourself layer by layer, it keeps them interested and curious. Instead of giving away every detail of your life, say just enough to pique their curiosity, but leave them wondering about the rest. When you aren't too open about everything you do, where you go, or who you're with, it creates a puzzle they want to solve. For instance, if you had a great day, instead of telling them everything, you could say, "Had such an unexpected adventure today," and leave it at that. This encourages questions and sparks a conversation rather than revealing everything at once. By creating an air of mystery, you become like a book they can't put down, making your interactions more thrilling and rewarding. They are left wanting by number 9. Every interaction should leave them eagerly awaiting the next one. This means that you should know when to end conversations on a high note and avoid letting things become monotonous. By ending an interaction at its peak, you create a memorable moment that they will want to relive. For instance, if you are having a great conversation, it may be tempting to continue, but ending it while it's still engaging with a promise of more to come leaves them with a sense of anticipation that they can't wait for the next episode, rather than PR yearning for a date until you run out of things to do or say goodbye while it's still enjoyable. This makes them want to see you again and keeps you in their thoughts long after you have parted ways. Number 10. Embrace spontaneity and embrace unpredictability. By perfecting the art of leaving them wanting more, you can make sure that they never take you for granted and that your presence becomes a delight they look forward to, increasing their desire and making them miss you whenever you're not around. Unpredictability can occasionally result in boredom, so occasionally surprise her and mix things up with impromptu adventures. Sample new foods and travel uncharted territory. When you ignore her, you're trying to take your mind off of her and concentrate on the element of surprise, which gives your interactions a fun twist. Keeping things unplanned leaves her guessing and wondering what exciting surprise you'll come up with next, which keeps things interesting and exciting. Number 11. Be affable and exhibit charm and self-assurance. People are drawn to you and become more comfortable with you when you exude confidence and charisma. When you're confident, you naturally radiate an aura that makes people feel good around you and makes your absence more noticeable. These traits aren't about being overly bold or domineering, but rather about being at ease in your own skin and expressing yourself honestly. But how do you build charm? People should feel better after speaking with you and be able to associate you with nice emotions and experiences. Charisma frequently arises from making others feel appreciated and understood well, not merely from being the center of attention. Contrarily, confidence is the ability to believe in your own value and potential without constantly seeking approval from others. This is not to say that you won't have uncertainties or insecurities. Rather, it means that you won't allow them to control how you interact with people. When you are charismatic and confident, you leave a lasting impression on those around you. People are drawn to people who are confident in themselves and who make others feel good, so when you're not around, your allure doesn't go away. Instead, it leaves a lasting impression that makes people miss your presence and energy, eagerly awaiting the next opportunity to be in your show ambition company. Number 12. Show ambition. An ambitious man is one who has a clear plan and a mission, whether it is related to your career, a hobby, or a personal objective. Let your ambitions be clear, because this shows that you have direction, a vision, and the guts to follow your dreams. This is where our tactic of occasionally ignoring her comes into play. Rather than focusing all of your energy on her, channel some toward your goals and aspirations. When she sees that you have a plan, it often piques her interest and makes her want to accompany you on your journey to success. This concludes our exploration of the subtle art of making someone genuinely miss you. Keep in mind that these techniques are about improving your own life and forming sincere connections rather than manipulating others. If you enjoyed our conversation today, please give this video a thumbs up and forward it to someone who could use it. Remember to sign up for a membership to gain additional understanding of human psychology and relationships. This is a stoic approach to life, and your support enables us to produce more content like it. Till the next time.